it on me. Spite. Life's telling you, don't waste it on me. Don't waste it on me. Spite. Life's telling you, don't waste it. I'm telling you, don't waste it. Life's telling you, don't waste it on me. You think you've got my number figured out? A motive born in drought and brevity. And if I'm not the soul of your design, I blatantly decline your remedy. Don't box me in.
Hi, Lisa. Hi, Super Nintendo Chalmers.
I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine. I wasn't always just a single shade, a palette full of gray in reverie. And I can burn it brighter than the sun. I have a golden gun inside of me. Don't box me in, don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else. And if I fall behind, ignoring all the signs, and if I lose the fight, I still rage against the night. Don't box I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine.
here's not the place to talk about other people's channels, which you got banned in. As my moderator Mumbles has stated, it's best to deal with that particular streamer who has banned you. We have no way of actually controlling that. Even though I do know who you're talking about personally, it's not my place to interfere with that. And like, kind of think about it like this way. Like, imagine you go to someone's house. It's like, hey, new friend, how are you doing? I was just at my other friend's house and they said don't come back here anymore. And they kicked me out. So nice to meet you. Like, always try to recontextualize things in other ways. And usually a different kind of framing will help you think about things. But hi, EO, the red one themselves. Hello. Hi, Adam. Oh, and Shane, the action that you did, I would prefer if just for fun, next time if you could just make it 14 days. That would be fun. Because I mean, like, I don't know. Hi, Moon Meadow. I mean, like, this is not the place to ask for that. I mean, I've been banned in people's streams for no reason. Like, actually no reason. So, I mean, like, there's not much you can do. I mean, think about it this way. If someone did ban you for no reason, assuming that it was no reason, then why should you watch that person? Hello. Hi. Today, we're doing some app work. It's not needed in any way, shape, or form. But, I want to see... Okay, here's the thing. Can I, like, make myself bigger? Is that a thing I can do? Hold on. Let's put it here. Go like this. Oh! I'm tall and wide now. What? Wait. That makes me wide. Okay, give me a sec. Wait, why? Why is it making me wide? Give me a sec. What's going on? Okay. Wow. VC face. I've never seen you do this before. Great. Perfect. I just wanted to have like a tall, long version of... Wow. Wow. Okay, hold on. Is there like custom resolutions? Okay. So like, let's try 1920. So 1080 by 1920 and set that as the resolution. Wow. I'm wide. I'm tall and wide. Great. Perfect. I love it. Thank you so much, Curdle, for the 4 months. How are you? Hi. Oh, VRM. Oh, wait. Wait a second. Curdle, does this mean you're gonna make a VTuber version of your model? Does this mean that? Are you gonna make a VTuber version of your model? That's exciting. The moderator who just messaged me, it was done right before stream. No, I'm not. Wait, I'm making stuff for other people. Oh, I didn't know that you would, like, okay. I want to see, wait. You know, Curdle, after watching you make the Luigi, I was just like, dang. You make a fine Luigi. That was a foul Cap. Cap. Why? Okay, I gotta be quick. No. Okay, is my trackers, are they okay? Did I? Oh, great. Okay. But I hope that, what was it talking about? Yes, Curdle. For those of you who don't know who Curdle is, let me, Curdle is an indie game developer, a 3D modeler, and animator. You can check out the cool stuff they do on stream right here. The best way to actually see what they do in a really condensed form is to just go on there. Oh my gosh, that Dragonite. That's so good. Yeah, all the things that are on Curdle's Twitter are things that they've done completely their own, from scratch. I mean, look at all this cool stuff. So 100% check out Curdle. Hey Curdle, my only gripe against Curdle games, the only negative thing about Curdle games that I can say is Curdle needs to get more sleep. More sleep. Right, Curdle? More sleep! All right. There's an issue. Really? There's an issue with the input system. So this is not in the HDRP version of Unity Engine. Right now we're in standard. The issue is by me basically I made a copy of my current project. And as you see, I converted it back to standard from HDRP. And it has broken some things. And let me show you what it has broken. I know what causes the anti-gravity problem. Oh, it's fixed. Okay, I have my gloves. Perfect. Gloves are here. My microphone is here. Where's my chair? Hello? Oh, and there's my chair. Oh, it all works. Check it out. Great. I got my gloves. So, just for a hot moment, I guess we're gonna work from this menu. Oh. 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 Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. See? Look. Anti-gravity. See how the chair kind of like, look, the chair's going like.
Gary.
Yeah. So the issue with this is specifically the valve input system. Right now I have like Medusa hair. So I can move it around here. We can get a better look at what's going on. See, it's just an issue. Oh, it snapped back. Okay. Oh, and it broke again. Oh, yes, of course. So the gloves are only tracking in Unity. Right now, what you see in the forward is, this is just VC face. And then up here is my app that I've made. So,
Paper, snow, a ghost.
A ghost! So that's why the gloves aren't tracking, because VC face doesn't support gloves. Essentially. So this is an issue with the valve input system. Oh, it went away. Weird. And it's back. What's going on? This is new. I've never had it come back and go away. Normally it just stays indefinitely, but here we are forever. I think it's like when, I don't know what's actually causing that issue. Like, it's fine now. And I don't, oh, okay, hold on. So I think something needs to happen with the, dun 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 dun. I think if I go here and I go into the inputs, it should be in the input manager. Oh, I'm so used to using HDRP and just having everything like work the way I'm expecting, and like everything's just, it's mostly the same, but it's like it's slightly different, if that makes sense. Okay, let's see if that fixes the issue. Hi, Draconis. Oh, there we go. Issue solved, I think. Fingers crossed. Yeah, there we go. I think that did it. It's just with the weirdness of the input system. Hi, Syncridge. Hello. How are you? Hi. Oh, hi. Hi. I see that you're playing Sea of Thieves, right? I popped in to lurk for a little bit. Hopefully your stream went well. And hi, DJ. Thanks for the raid as well. Oh, it broke again. I'll grab the other person. DJ. Oh, wow. If I could, you know, spell. So, I know Syncridge. Syncridge is a fellow VTuber. Super great content. I strongly recommend checking them out. It's weird because 2 different camera angles. Check them out in this little thing right here. And then there's also DJ who just gave us a raid. And if you want to know more about them, you can check them out in the link in the chatty chat. Oh, I don't know what's going on here, but nonetheless, we are going to just work on replacing all these textures from HDRP shaders to non-HDRP. I don't quite know why it's happening like this, but it is. Yeah, it's not supposed to. It's probably like a weird thing that happened from switching to from HDRP back to standard, because I don't think you're really supposed to do that, like, at all. Yeah, the gravity bug's back. Okay, so I'm just doing it for fun. This is just a backup version of my application. I might not actually switch pipelines. The reason is because I know that in standard, hold on. I bought some assets. So I got the bakery, which is a GPU light mapper, and essentially it works. It does technically work with HDRP, but works best in standard. It can save a lot of performance. So I'm just like, how lightweight can I get my application with a similar look or feel in some kind of a way? And basically, I kind of want to try to make it look as good as I can in standard, and then compare the performance, and then think about which one do I want. I don't know. But right now, there is a specific issue with the input system. I'm pretty sure that's the problem, is that there's an issue with an input system. So that might fix it. Thank you for the $4.20. Thank you. Wait, let me. Thank you. Okay, we're just gonna wait, seeing if generating the new thing fixes the problem. So far, there's no crazy anti-gravity stuff going on. Fingers crossed. So far, so good. Ah, of course. Of course. It's back. Hello. Welcome to melting chair and floating hair with giant pink phallic object. That's actually my microphone. Okay, let's make not everything not look pink. Let's do that first. Bum, 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 bum. I know there's a lot of materials on this. I don't care because I'm not releasing this to the public, and it's so like inconsequential that it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Oh, I should probably make that transparent. I mean, like, if I actually did care, I could probably get this down to like one material and atlas it. But like, I mean, no one else, it's not affecting anyone else. It's not like this is VR chat, right? And it's not like I have a million materials. This needs to be like a black color. Yeah. Thanks. Okay, SM7B has like a nice kind of like a, oh, that's the foam right there. Okay. And then this here has kind of like a nice dark gray to it. Kind of like that. I'll keep that at the same color. Perfect. Ah, here we go. Okay, so this one I want to be transparent because I don't want the microphone boom arm to like always be like in the camera's way, if that makes sense. So it's gonna be like that. But I don't want it to have an outline. Yeah, that looks okay. I think someone could probably make a script to make that happen. It just, you know, someone has to make it, which is the problem. And thanks, Alexander. Thanks. Hi, Shiro. Oh, right. I should probably turn on my displays. There we go. You can see my displays now. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, because it's missing a shader. That's why. Once I finish replacing all of the shaders to one that's actually compatible with this pipeline, everything will be daijobu. Luckily, I'm using the same shader family. So it should mean that I don't need to replace any of the textures. So like it just knows what textures and where they came from. Yes, I already did poke Sly. What shader am I using? I'm using a shader called RealTune. I believe it's like $30 on the asset store. And what's really, really nice about the RealTune shader is that if you play VR chat, it is compatible with VR chat. My one recommendation though is I would be very iffy whether or not you should use it in VR chat, because if a world doesn't have real-time lighting and it just has baked fake lighting and it relies on everyone having unlit shaders, which some worlds do, then it might not look good, because you'll be like all dark. So if you decide to get it, it's honestly an awesome shader. You might want to fiddle with the self-lit setting on it. Is it better than Poyomi? No. Poyomi is completely different. I would say, Poyomi is the best free shader that you can use on VR chat. And it has so many options and things that you can do with it. It can be quite overwhelming. It's kind of, think about like Poyomi shader, kind of like, it's like a Swiss Army knife that's meant to do a lot of things pretty well. And RealTune shader is, honestly, it's not meant for VR chat. It just, since VR chat accepts Unity shaders, that's why you can use it in that. In essence, you can use almost any shader that is compatible with 3D in like Unity 3D in VR chat, because they allow that. Mumbles, I don't know how to make it so that you can do that. It's basically like I would have to manually turn it on and off, if that made sense. And there's like no easy way to do that. We're talking about the poke redeem, because it does get redeemed usually at the very beginning of stream. Usually though, it gets redeemed when Sly starts their stream. So that's like, I guess on Sundays, most people will miss it. You have the ability to pause the redeems. But that would mean like, I honestly, like, having to manually toggle it is not ideal, if that makes sense. Right?
Gary?
Because like, ideally you want everything to just be automated and just have it work. Hence why, like, these kind of redeems, like Big Head, is not an automated redeem. I mean, sorry, it's completely automated. Why am I dropping frames? What is happening? Oh, is it because I'm still in play mode? That's why. Okay. I don't need to be in play mode to do what I'm doing. Did I read the other thing? If you're talking about the event, it happened before stream.
Gary.
Yes, but can you enable redeems that are disabled? No. Look, I left play mode. All the changes are still here. Ha ha ha. Take that, Jarno. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Take that. Ha ha. Oh, wait, let's get our fart going. Fart meaning fan art. Oh, it did happen. It did happen. I didn't do it. I saw it happen in my chat, so I mean, I don't know. I could screenshot it for you later if you want. No, it is not a paid version of Unity. It's just I'm using a newer version of Unity. Newer versions of Unity just have that. It's been a feature in a newer version of Unity for the longest time. If you're using, like, basically put it this way, if you're using VR chat, you're using like a really old, outdated version that it's like an LTS version for long-term support. You're using 2018 April 20th version, I believe. I'm using 2021 2A alpha. So like this is the bleeding edge of Unity. Should I be using the bleeding edge of Unity? Probably not. Probably not. But yeah, one of the things is like mainly I just want to try and save on performance because I do know that 3D versus HDRP will just have better performance, just like without even trying. Now the downside is you can't really get cool effects, but there are probably ways that you can just kind of fake those things, and so that's what I'm going to kind of bank on. Is to see how much I can just fake. You can just mass select things? Wait, can't you mass select? What do you mean mass select? Like, no, I can't, see? Unless I'm like doing it wrong. Oh yeah, sorry. This is turned into a free prefab because I exported it and imported it like from a different project. That's why you're seeing things as prefabs when they normally wouldn't be. I don't know like if that makes a difference. I've always done it this way though. Cuz like I just like to see what's pink and then go, "Oh, I need to change that." Dun 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 dun. Hi, Feed the Beast. Okay, we got rid of most of the pink stuff. What is the issue that's causing the anti-gravity? Is it still happening? Oh, hold on. Here, I think I need to turn the light up. Maybe? Okay. Light? Why aren't you working light? Oh, perfect! Great! This is what I want. This is me when I use Discord. So maybe like 50? 50? Is that a bit dark? It's a bit dark. So maybe like 75? That's too bright. 60? Yeah, 60 is a good number. Let's go with 60. And let's see how that looks. Ahem. I don't know what you're talking about, Secretive. You don't make any sense. No sense is being made for you. Light. Lights, why are you broken? Hello, lights? 60? Oh, is it just like... Wait, what? Huh. 75? Is the lighting... Oh, I'm not used to standard. Is the lighting being affected by the other lights around it, so it's washing it out? Is that like a thing that's happening with standard? Is this weird that I'm more familiar with HDRP than I am with standard Unity? Is that weird? Let's not talk about that kind of a thing. Hi, Captain Weeps. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Hi. Oh, you got a new VTubing model? Nice. That's exciting. Oh, and I see that you were playing Osu. I'm glad you had a good stream. So, hi everyone. We're just doing a test build of an alternate version of my application. Right now, you're seeing me tracked here in VC Face. Here in Unity, it's my app, and we're just kind of getting things, trying to get things more efficient, I guess. Maybe. We'll see. But there's some weird bugs happening because I downgraded from a different pipeline that I'm more familiar with. We're in the standard pipeline now. But things still work, like my gloves. Look, my gloves. Hi. I got the gloves. Wow. Hey, I'm glad that, I'm guessing you found me on YouTube. I'm glad that you found my YouTube videos helpful. I wonder if I should just like not go in standard pipeline. Or should I just do this from scratch? And like not bother like trying to re-import it, because I'm almost having the feeling like, because I'm converting an old project in a different pipeline to a new project, it's probably what's causing a lot of the issues, and I'll probably spend more time fixing things than I would be not doing it that way. Does that make sense? Maybe? Because like, as you're seeing right now, like there are some issues. I do like this lighting, kind of. Just, you know, we have obvious things going on. Hairstyle. This is a bug. It's not supposed to float like this. But hi, Andy. I handedly, well, I mean, like, I'm kind of incompetent when it comes to Unity. I just try things until it works. Since it seems like we have some new people in stream, give me a sec and I'll I will show you what my app normally looks like. Okay, so let's close this. I think it'd be better just to start from scratch. Probably. Yeah. So let's close that. Oh, Crazy! Thank you! Crazy Snake, thanks for the 2 months! Thank you! Okay, have a good sleep, and thanks again for the raid. Yeah, I mean, like, there's been times where I would be working in Unity and essentially, I don't know what to do. So I just restart, and like it's just become part of like my troubleshooting process, if that makes sense. My current app, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to export out assets from this current app, and then just like import them like one by one into a fresh version of Unity that's not cluttered with a bunch of crap. Because like this is what my app normally looks like. As you can see, it's very much a work in progress, like test build. Like it's always a test build. Nothing has been finalized because I'm always working on it. And there's like a bunch of crap in here because there's a bunch of crap in here. I don't know how to say in any other way. There's just a bunch of crap. Okay, come on. You can launch. I believe in you. Computer. Oh, there we go. Hold on. And there we go. So like this is what it normally looks like. It's actually running quite well. There's one issue that I'm having with it though. Oh. What? Huh. This was not happening before today. I have not made any changes to this app. What is going on? Well, at least I know it's not this. Right? Because this didn't have this issue. I have not made any changes to this app. The only thing I've done to this app is copy the root folder, and pasted the root folder somewhere else. Meaning that either the issue is something that happened in the Unity engine itself and not the project file, or it's SteamVR. Yeah, I'm gonna see if it happens in the actual app because I haven't compiled it out yet. So let's find out, shall we? And that would actually rule out if it's a Unity thing or not, or if it's a SteamVR thing. I do not use dynamic bounds. Application. All right, so I guess we're gonna wait and see if anything happens. I don't know. It's been like a long time since I've had this problem. So we're gonna find out. No, it's not dynamic bones. I actually, I kind of like dynamic bones. Like I've used it because it's been included in packages with other people's models that I've worked on. But like, At the same time, I would rather just use Spring Bones. So this is a compiled version of what we just saw. Everything looks fine. So this means it's not a Steam VR thing. It's not, how do I say? It's not a project thing. It's a Unity asset thing. So it's like the main Unity editor. There's something that happened with the Unity editor. Cancel Zoom? What do you mean cancel Zoom? But yeah, like this is the same issue, but same project, just built out, and there's no issue. So meaning it has to be a Unity thing itself. I see. So, Curdle was praising my patience before. But when it comes to like Unity, that kind of specific Unity thing, that kind of, that we're having right now, kind of grinds my gears a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right. It's not the hair. I'm gonna tell you that. It's not the hair. It's nothing to do with the physics. It's a scheduling. It's a scheduling issue. Specifically, that has to do with the Valve input system. That's what it is. It's the Valve input system. Okay, so let's go back into the other version that I was working on, knowing that it's not a project problem, it's a editor problem. So exciting. This is essentially what it is like working on custom Unity stuff. Very frustrating. Judging background intensely. Is this better? Is that better? Do you prefer this? Candy Shank Redemption. Yeah, something has happened to the editor. Not the project. So I need to figure out what is causing that issue, essentially. Hello? Okay, so like this is the issue that I'm talking about that you're seeing in Unity. We have to figure out what the problem is. So let's go to here. Yeah, this is all things from like what's it called? These are all issues from converting from HDRP to standard. Great. Might need to reinstall the editor. No, there's probably a fix. There's probably a way to fix it. What is going on here? What is this? Okay, give me a sec. That was bad. Hold on. It's probably from changing pipelines. Like 100%. Okay, let's turn that off for now. And then see if that fixes the problem, because that's what the issue was happening. Hello. Okay. Great. It was the adaptive thing. Perfect. Awesome. All right, so it could have been that it could be that one specific thing. We're gonna find out just by hanging out for a bit. Even though like that should not be causing the issue. It did for some reason. The alpha for adaptive performance. That's what it was. I haven't done the lighting yet. So we're kind of... Oh, here it is. Here it is. It just hit. All right. So is the issue... Okay, wait. Let's find out if this could be a different issue. Okay, let's clear this. Right? And then let's go back to play. Hi, Moose. Mouse. Hi, Mouse. Spoiled Mouse. Hi. All right, so everything seems to be fine. And then it's like generating an infinite amount of warnings. Basically, it's just about the lighting. All of these things are HDRP components, which no longer exist because we've changed pipelines. So like these are things that can be easily fixed. So I don't think this is the issue. Hi, Miss Squeaks. Until chair chat. I don't know what the issue is. I don't know what's causing it. Because there's no like new error that appears. Right? You almost finished your Vroid model. Nice. I haven't done any tutorials on Vroid models, but I hope everything else past your Vroid models works out great. Oh, here we go. Here it look, it's happened. Look. No, it's not the sensor in the chair. It's this is a 100%. It's a Unity issue. Cause like like you could say like, is the sensor on my hair going bad, right? Because look, the sensor's not going bad. The chair itself is tracking. It's just the physics are going off. Yeah, it's limited to the editor. So it's specifically an editor issue, which means I don't know how I did that, to be honest with you. Like, I have no idea how I changed something with the editor. Oh, okay, wait. I know what I did. Hold on. I need to get hold on, I think I know how to do this. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. I'm just signing into the Unity Asset Store. Come on. Open the SteamVR plugin in Unity Editor. And voila! There we go. So let's see if re-importing this fixes the issue. We're gonna find out. I might need to like delete SteamVR and then like re-import it. Cause like, it's all here already. It's all already here. There's nothing to import. Okay, just to save myself any possible hassle, I'm just gonna see if there's a newer version of what I'm using. There is! Look, there's a newer version. Let's just update this to the newest version and see if just updating it fixes the issue. That'll be okay. Right? Let's just try that. Well, we'll just update to a newer version. Everything will be fine. It won't break anything. It'll be fine. We'll find out. Yeah, when has an update ruined anything? What's going on with the glasses today? It's because I'm using VC Face right now. That's why. Well, I'm gonna be doing it on a copy and not the main version. And worst comes to worst, I have a current good version of my application built out. So, I mean, at least I have that to fall back on until I rebuild everything. Like, I'm not afraid to rebuild things, I just don't want to. I've had to rebuild my app from scratch a number of times. It's not a big deal. It just takes time. Lots and lots of time. Like right now, we're, you know, switching from one alpha build to another. What could go wrong? Maybe it bricks my SSD. We're gonna find out together on a journey live here on twitch.tv/Fofamit. Since I have a lot of the assets already pre-made or exported as prefabs, like I built it, exported them as prefabs, and I export them without the scripts that are attached to it, it doesn't actually take that long because all I got to do is just import the prefabs that I previously made and then just attach some scripts to it, and then everything's Gucci. Hi, Carl. Also, I have lots of backup versions that I can fall back on. So, I mean, like, I could just do that instead. Oh, by the way, for those of you who are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, and if you're a VTuber and you got an iPhone and you got facial tracking on your VTuber model, either you did it yourself or you got someone to do it for you, or you have you downloaded a model that came with one already, then my latest video shows you how you can set that up. Cool stuff. Actually, I wonder how that video is doing. Let's check. YouTubes. Let's go to YouTubes, everyone. Oh, it's not doing bad. It's gotten some views. In terms of my stats, it's doing number 2 in my past history, which is not bad. See? Let's take a look while we're downloading. Boop. Yeah, so it's like it's about number 2 right now. But and also then again, like the watch time is not going to be as high as it normally would be because it is a shorter video. It's only 4 minutes long, which I mean, like technically, I mean, if you're supposed to like appease the YouTube algorithm gods, you're not supposed to make short videos. There should be like 10 minutes or something, but I kind of don't care. I mean, I could have padded it out, I guess, but I tend to not like padding things out on YouTube videos. It just, the length is what it is. And the only time that I won't publish something is if it's too short. Like, I think this is probably the shortest I would make a video. Maybe 3 minutes would be the shortest. Hi, Worm. Yeah, number 2 in my history. Essentially, that's the top 10 in terms of your history. It's a good indication on if your video is doing well. So based on like how the video is doing right now, I would guess that this video is probably gonna hit like after 2 weeks it's probably gonna hit 2K views, and it's probably gonna die after that. I haven't like been great at posting often, I'm still doing the full VC face. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I think Sly is using their facial tracking. Right? Right? Is Sly using it? Let's find out. I can't tell. Is Sly using facial tracking? Wait. Hold on. I'll duck. I'll duck. No! No! This is more fun. We're gonna crouch here like a gremlin. Waiting to see. Sly's not using facial tracking. I'm guessing they were having issues before stream. You can see, based on their face, her face, that she must have had issues beforehand. Huh? Oh, hi, Miss Squeaks. No, you should, if you're using iPhone facial tracking, you should use a webcam and an iPhone together in conjunction. You should use both. I think in my latest video, I said that for the best results, you should use both. Ah, there wasn't something cooperating. Ah, I see. I think I know what the issue is. So, I'm gonna have to experiment with it later. Essentially, like, the main issue is that, Sly is a very, like, for certain things, how do I say this? Sly plans a lot, but sometimes Sly also does things last minute. Like how like we all do things last minute. But usually when it comes to stream stuff, like, like the facial tracking, every time that she's asked for help, it's always been last minute. Or asking when I'm busy, and then the only time that she'll, like, it'd be like, she would ask at like noon, and it'd be like, I'll be doing something. And I'm like, just ask me later. And then, you know, both of us forget to ask, go back and follow up. And then the next time is like right before stream. Ba-ba-bum, ba-bum. Like, the only time you don't need a webcam is if you get VR tracking and you're doing, if you're following my steps in the DIY VTuber app, or if you look at my full walkthrough on virtual motion capture, which is another video I also did. In those cases, you don't need a webcam because your body tracking is being handled by actual trackers. However, if you don't want to have trackers attached to your body while you're streaming, just to be sitting down, because like arguably what I'm doing right now, like what you see on the screen, can be accomplished with a Leap Motion, a webcam, and an iPhone. But instead, I have a bunch of trackers on an iPhone and some other stuff. No, not many people have central heterochromia. I mean, in terms of like full heterochromia like that, no. Especially, you know, Asian people. Well, like, let me show you how many trackers I have. A lot. I'm not even using controllers. I do have gloves on, which are making my hands a little hot, which you can see when I'm using my VTubing app. I do have an HMC. Essentially, like, the only thing that I'm using right now that I haven't covered is the VR gloves that I have. No, I have to wash them tonight. Yes, I have the HTC ones because I have the 2.0s. The 3.0s weren't out when I bought them. And the Tundra trackers, well, I'm not like thrill seeker big, so I don't really get access to like pre-builds of stuff. Come on, Unity. You can do it. Must have cost a ton. Well, if you're interested in what I'm using. Oh wait, I need to keep this open. YouTube. Bum, bum, bum. Here you go. You can check out this video. Oh, I don't want to listen to an ad. Come on. So, the headset that I'm using to hold my iPhone is right here. That's what I have in my head right now. Like that. And that's what I have on my head. And that's what holds my iPhone to give me my facial tracking. If you want to learn more about it and like how I, got to buying that, check that video out. It's so comfortable. You have no idea how comfortable it is. It literally feels like I'm not wearing anything. But I will tell you that it is quite expensive. It's essentially like, if you know who this company makes things for like professional, like the movie industry stuff. So like Andy Serkis, James Cameron, like some of their customers. There are other VTubers that use it. The only reason I ended up taking the dive is because Ayumi, I already knew about this headset, this iPhone holder for a long time. And then I found out that Ayumi has the exact same headset. They took the dive before me. And I was like, oh, how is it? And she said, super comfy. And I was like, great, I'll get one too. I would say, if you mainly sit at your desk when you stream, do not get one. If you ever stand up, it is worth it. If you mainly plan to not be in front of your computer. So let me give you an example. Like here, for example, in this video, my last stream yesterday, you can't get facial tracking like this unless you have something to mount your phone to your head. Of course, like it's not a very good indication right now. I was just like scratching my head or something. But yeah, see? It's installing. It's going. It's going. Is it still super comfy? Yes. It's so comfy. Like, essentially put it this way. My only regret is going the DIY route and suffering through the uncomfortableness and wasting the money of trying to do my own V2, like my own motion, like my own iPhone helmet. That is my regret. I should have just went for it. But hindsight's 2020, right? Moten Dews, what glove are you using? Can you tell me? What gloves have you broken? Because there's not a lot of VR gloves that are even out there. Okay, we're gonna upgrade to a newer version of Unity. Let's go. Yes. Magnus? Magnus? I'm gonna tell you, your VR gloves are better than mine. So whatever you're doing, it's probably not a youth, it's probably not a glove thing, it's probably a you thing. Because holy smokes. The Magnus gloves are actually like way better than what I have. Yeah, you're not gonna, my gloves are not going to, no, yeah, I don't know what you're doing. Here's the thing, if you've tried multiple gloves and you've tried multiple brands, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, if you have a wine glass, like you don't bring a wine glass to a frat house during a frat party because it's not the right cup, it's gonna break. Do you know what I mean? Here's the thing, my gloves are from Korea, so getting them fixed means sending them to Korea. And on top of that, the gloves I have are non-washable. So I have to gently swab them down with isopropyl alcohol, which is not recommended by the manufacturer, and could technically void the warranty. So essentially, if you're having problems with a lot of gloves and you're breaking the flex sensors, I would recommend you to reevaluate how you use the gloves. Or go in-house. And basically, like, I'm imagining if you can afford that many gloves, that either you have a poor spending habit, disposable income, or you're part of a company. In either case, well, 2 of the 3 cases, you can it'd probably be in your best interest to try to make one yourself in-house. That way, 1, if it breaks, you can repair it. 2, you'll have something that would match your specific needs rather than trying to make something work that won't meet your needs. No, mine was, the sensors actually didn't break. They became uncalibrated, but the receiver was broken. So that's what actually what happened. Is part of VShojo. How are you breaking those gloves? How? Okay. You're saying it's a sensor issue. Is it only Melody? Is it only Melody? Because that changes things. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but that does change things. Because if other people are having, I'm not like, if other people in like whoever you deal with has glove issues, then like I would probably ask more questions to figure it out. It's only Melody. Okay, I'm gonna. Sorry, I'm lagging right now because I'm like it's Unity. These gloves are not for you. Specifically, they're not for Melody because you cannot get them wet in any way. And they're non-washable. So, like, do you know what I mean? Like, they're not gonna work for her. Like, oh, and hello, hi, I'm doing well. How are you? Like I said, like, so these are made with silicone, like a silicone, like not actual silicone, but like a imagine like flexible silicone. That's what they feel like, but they're not actually that. And that's what they're made with, like silicone, like flexible sensors. And yeah, if they get wet, then it's bad news bears. And if I get isopropyl alcohol on it, it will absorb into it and possibly ruin it. So hand tracking. Yes. But no, here's the thing, is that they might break the first time, is what I'm trying to tell you. They're $700. By cheaper, I mean like they're $700. So like, sorry, they're $600. $600 versus like $1,000 is like, do you know what I mean? If you go the one step up, which is the $1,000, you'll get something that you can actually wash and it's more durable and will have finger splay. Whereas the gloves that I have do not have finger splay, meaning that I can curl my finger. You can't see it right now, but I can curl my fingers, but I can't move my fingers apart. The Magnus gloves. Honestly, let me check something just quickly. Have you tried the Rococo gloves? Well, like you said you've tried the Magnus gloves too, right? So, I would be more inclined to recommend these gloves, but with the caveat that I have not tried them myself. But I mean, like, if you have $1,000 to burn and to try it out, then go ahead. But one thing I will tell you is that these gloves, in order to work for live motion capture, will cost you $30 a month. But I would say look into research for specifically for the Rococo gloves. They're washable. Right? I don't know if they can get wet though. That's the thing. Okay, let's see if I went to buy. Dum, bum, bum, bum. Da, 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 da. Are they washable? No, you can't wash the smart gloves. Oh, I thought you could. You can't wash these either. Are you kidding me? Why can't you wash gloves? Are you kidding? Why can't you wash them? I don't understand. Well, can't wash them. Can't remove the sensors. Great. Why? Then, I don't know what to recommend, to be honest with you. Like, the gloves I have are, hold on. Ba-ba-bum. I have these gloves. But here's the thing, you're not gonna, let me show you right here. Now that's, oh, it's importing. Can't help stinky. Okay, so these are the gloves that I have. They don't have finger splay though, which is the issue. These are the sensors that they're made out of. You can buy the sensors on their own, but like, and you can buy like a developer kit. So like, it might be worth getting the developer kit and just making your own like glove out of it, possibly. So this might be a possibility because I don't know a lot of companies that will sell the sensors, and this company sells the sensors. Yeah, but I don't want to wear my hands get hot. I don't want to wear something underneath. Oh, thanks. Thanks for the 69 bits. Where's the goblin? Goblin? So like, I would say this might be worth looking into. It comes with the board. they do custom work. So I would recommend contacting them because, for example, is it only on the Korean version of the site? Possibly. Hold on. Let's go to Hangulga, okay? Let's go to order. Oh, it's not here anymore. Hold on. Do they not list them anymore? They did list it that listed that they did custom stuff. Yeah, maybe. No, they took it down. I see. It might be worth contacting this company. I would say if you have a big enough sway from where you are, I would say that you can contact them. Because as an example, one of the things that they did offer was toe tracking. As an example, they showed their flex sensor material working on, oh yeah, you're right here. You can do custom stuff. So you can get a foot tracker and track the little toes. So, yeah, this is what I would recommend looking into, and just say you need something that is waterproof. And they do speak English. I don't know if they have an international number. They're not very good at answering their email. It's better just to call them. So, yeah. But like, if you're looking for something that's custom and like you can get replaceable parts for, like this is the only company that I know, the gloves that I have. But like I said, the gloves aren't perfect. Let me show you now that this is finished compiling. Let's go here. Oh, and for anyone who just joined, I've just haphazardly upgraded to a newer version of Unity without testing anything. So this is kind of a trial by fire. Oh, okay. Great. Yeah, you can see the gloves right here. Let me zoom in. So the gloves are right here. You can see them. But here's the thing, I can't splay my fingers, so I only can go like in this direction. So that's the downside to these gloves, is that they don't offer anything else other than like this kind of motion. Okay, have a good night, Mumbles. Sleep well. My app is just a Unity thing. Like you can build a version yourself in like 10 minutes if you follow my YouTube video. But yeah, Mao Tendo, like if you're willing to accept this limitation, or I just recommend just calling them. Say who you are, give your credentials. You're probably bigger than me, so maybe they'll answer you. I'll DM you directly the thing. Does it work? DMs? No? There you go. Hopefully that helps. If not, I wish you luck. All right, so, oh, is my hair anti-gravity? Oh, it is! No. Upgrading to a different version didn't help it. Wonderful. Great. I love changing pipelines for no reason. Okay, I mean, like I said, it's a YouTube video. I mean, it's there for you to watch. I can't stop you from watching it. I can't, right? If I wanted to keep it a secret, then one, I wouldn't be doing this on stream, and two, I wouldn't have made a YouTube video telling people how to do it. Right? All right. Let's try updating Steam VR and see if that solves that problem. Oh, wait. Wait. Mao Tendo. Tendu? Mao Tendu? So, let me ask you a question. I really want to know. Wait, how can I ask this in like a non-revealing way? So I know that Waifu Baby and Melody both have like similar setups because they're made both by the same person, like the original setup. So like my assumption is that what kind of facial tracking do they use? Because like it doesn't, it has like a weirdness to it from what I've seen on Twitch. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes like one eye would like blink like this. Does that make sense? Okay, Steam VR. Let's see. Bum ba bum. I'm guessing it's like webcam based tracking or like something similar to webcam based tracking. Answer that privately. Okay. I mean, like, it's just morbid curiosity. I don't plan to ever use it, but like, I understand. It's webcam. Oh, okay, I get it. So it's probably, so don't confirm or deny anything. But, so this was my guess. Like I said, don't confirm or deny anything. Yes, thank you. You won Academy Award. Awesome. Good job. My guess is it's probably something similar to this, just with a webcam-like device, if that makes sense. Can I click on that? That's my guess. Personally, I just find more value in the iPhone version. But then again, at the same time, the iPhone is quite heavy. So it's like, it requires like a more robust counterweight system, especially if you're doing like more standing up stuff. But I mean, like, the iPhone version is still pretty great because like you can do stuff like, is he about to do the flip? Yeah, like this. Yeah, don't say it. I mean, like, I just like, I'm pretty much like, yeah, I'm just curious. You don't even have to DM me because like, just by saying that, it gives me a pretty good idea. But yeah, I'm guessing it's probably something like this, which is super cool. Super cool. I'd love to have something like that. But I'm going full iPhone route. Nothing to import. Great. Great and good. Steam VR It's probably a SteamVR issue. So let's just get rid of everything SteamVR and then just re-import it and see if that solves the problem.
Navy _ Corman 03 cheered Dex
More support for
163
Fofa.
to take the hoodie off. More support for Fofa.
Thanks. Thanks for the 163 bits, Navy. Like personally, even though like the route I've gone down for my motion capture is free.
Navy _ Corman 03 cheered Dex 136 for big hands. But wait, there's more.
I'd prefer having a motion capture suit just because it'd be more comfortable. I can do more things. It would be easier to get in and out of, believe it or not. Believe it or not, it would be easier to get in and out of a motion capture suit. Because it literally just like slip, slip, zip. Whereas right now it's like there's so many straps, you have no idea. Hi, Mari. Thanks for the 200 bits. Okay, let's see if this solved the problem. I got giant hands. Yeah, so many straps. I have 100,000 milliamp hour of batteries on my body right now. I'm guessing that like, so here's my guess. Don't confirm or deny, but like considering that some of the VTubers that we've been talking about in question are indies or were indies, I'm guessing, and based on the time that things came out and the knowledge of things, that most early VTubers like that were not using accent suits because accent suits be expensive. So my guess is that, and Rococo was fairly new at the time, so it's probably the perception neuron, which is like, from what I've read, a nightmare to use. A nightmare. Just a pure nightmare. So like, lots of interference. Yeah. I would say like, judging by, not judging based on Code Miko, but judging based on what I've seen Corridor Crew do and how poorly they treat their accent suit, I would guess that the accent suit is probably like the most durable in terms of everything else, because literally like they roll around in dirt, wear it under clothes, and you know, interact with props not very gently. So I'm guessing that the accent suit is probably like the golden standard and would probably give the least amount of problems. Okay, I'm just seeing if there's any issues, confirming if it's a SteamVR problem or not. I think it was a SteamVR problem. Yeah. Here's the thing. If I have to spend my own money for my size of streaming, it just doesn't make sense for me to get an accent suit. So I would probably go Rococo, but like I gotta save for that. I know someone was here earlier, like a couple streams ago, talking about how like Rococo suits are inferior in terms of their sensors and interference. I haven't had a chance to watch that video that they linked me of some random dude on the internet talking about motion capture suits. From what I've seen, they looked pretty okay. The suits are washable. Not the gloves, apparently. So I probably won't get their gloves because, I mean, the only reason I would want new gloves is to have washable ones. Yeah, Xsense is like $3,000 a year, whereas Rococo for an indie is $30 a year. $30 a month, sorry. Okay, Almighty Floop, see you. Yeah, the Neuron software is free. But here's the thing, the perception neuron is very prone, from my research, it's very prone to interference, and the modules can die. Cause like there's like some guy who's a professional motion capture performer, and like he's tried the perception neuron once, and like he had some pretty positive things to say. 6 months later, he tried it again. Just like he put it away carefully and then took it out, and then like it just, half the sensors just died without him touching it. So I'm just like, oh. And then so I went into the perception neuron support forums, and there's like so many messages that are just like that. So it kind of like, to me, that's like a red flag. Oh, it was Steam VR. Look, everything's fine now. It was just a Steam VR problem. All right. Let's reinstall Steam VR, see if that fixes the issue. And hopefully we're good to go. Ba-ba-ba. But yeah, it's free. It's free, but I think there's a certain cost to free, because nothing's really free. Yeah. I do think the iPhone is like the best way to get facial capture. And like, I know, I don't know if it's still the case, but from a friend of a friend, I know that certain people who are full body tracked VTubers who have a track chair, which inspired me to have a track chair, use Unity, from what I was told from a very reliable source. Here's the thing. I would, if I had a motion capture suit, I would switch to Unreal Engine in a heartbeat, because in general, like there's a lot more, how do I say? If you have the professional tools, then you have what you need for VTubing, I guess. It's just like getting Vive trackers to behave without, like, you know, knowing how to code things. Well, in Unreal Engine's kind of a pain in the butt. Whereas like a motion capture suit's like, oh, open our software and install our plugin. Okay, it's good now. Yeah, Live Link, so good. I've tried Live Link Face on the iPhone for iPhone facial tracking. It's way better. It's like way better. Never standing up. A webcam will... Here's the thing. You're going to use the webcam for body tracking, so it's going to be like this, right? And then your iPhone's going to be used for tracking your face. Technically, you can do everything with just the iPhone, but you might not be happy with the results. So I would recommend just getting a webcam anyway. In comparison to the cost of an iPhone, I mean, like, even if you buy a used iPhone, like an iPhone X for 300 US, like, just get a webcam. There, you can buy like an off-brand HD webcam for like 50 bucks, or you can get like a C920, and like that'll do you like a world of good. All right, let's go. Let's see if this fixes the issue. Oh, tracked objects? No? Mike. It's there. Chair. It's also there. Weird. Yeah. From my understanding, from my conversation with the person who was here earlier, is the Rococo uses wireless, right? That's correct. Whereas the Xsense uses a kinetic-based motion tracker, I think, something like that. In real time. Okay. Wait, where's my chair? Is this my chair? That's my chair, but it's not. Oh, I need to restart SteamVR. No, I need to restart the app. Right. Okay, let's restart, because I installed SteamVR, and Unity requires a restart when that happens for some reason. Sure. Let's go for it. It flips out if you're lying down or doing a flip. Ah. Oh, look. They added these tool things here. That's cool. Yeah, I would love to try the Rococo. I know I said that before. I seem to have some kind of communication with them at the very rudimentary level. I have to wait until next week or something to hear from them. I'm expecting like the collab that I like so shamelessly shouted them out for is going to result in just like me being on their YouTube channel and like talking shop, I guess. But that's my expectation. Cause like the main thing is like oh, okay, let's find out if we have the floating hair bug. Let's find out. The main thing is like that the main reason like why I plan to upgrade to a motion capture suit in like a couple years is, one, I can sit in a real chair. Because I don't have to worry about laser tracking, because right now I'm using laser tracking for my body capture, meaning that it can be obscured. So if I occlude any of the trackers, I lose tracking. Hence, if I sit in a normal chair, I will occlude one of the trackers and I'll lose tracking and bad things happen. Oh. No, it's still happening. Look. Why is SteamVR doing this? Is it because I've generated the inputs? Right? It's possible. like, what if I just delete it? And then try again. See if that fixes it, maybe. Hi, maybe Mavs. Hello. Basically, what we're doing right now is, well, originally I was going to be working on a standard pipeline version of my application, but we ran into a snag, which is a problem with the Valve input system, which basically makes it has some weird issue with the scheduler. I'm not quite sure how to fix it, and we're kind of trying to fix that. That's what we're doing right now. And basically the only way to do that is change things slowly, step by step, and figure out what's going. Oh, there we go. Perfect. It's happening right now. See? Look, if I move my head. I don't know. Maybe I need to like step back and like take a break and like think about it. I think that's probably what I need to do. So, that being said, I guess let's switch to my normal app, which, you know, actually works. Ba-ba-bum. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Hi. So let me quickly just change some things over. Ba, 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 ba. I guess we're not working on our app anymore. All right. I want to take a break from working on my app because when I get like, sometimes it's just better to step back and just like take a moment to think about it. So I'll come back to it and maybe I'll have like a fresh new idea. This is usually like the best thing to do. Draw angry monkey, which is looking for a banana, which What is that? What is that? What is that?
Paper! Snow! A ghost!
Draw an angry monkey, which is looking for a banana which Fofa stole. All right. Drawing an angry monkey. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Oh, also, Maoten, it was nice talking. I still kind of don't really know who you are, but I have a good idea. But it was cool talking to someone who knows more than me about stuff. Which, I mean, well, I guess it's not a hard feat to know more than me because I'm a big dum-dum, so. All right. Boop. All right, so angry monkey with a banana. Okay, I'm gonna use reference photos for this. Because, I don't know how to handle this otherwise. Okay, so what is that thing called? Like, I think this is what I'm looking for. All right, so, and then I need a picture of a banana, like in the type of, Why am I drawing this? All right, so it'll be something like, something like this. That kind of looks like a banana, kind of. Right? Kind of like the front of a banana. And like there'd be like little... I'm just using Photoshop. I was using paint before, but I couldn't stand it. All right, and then me. Oh, I'm still keeping to the rule of I can't use an eraser, so, you know, that's a thing. That's gonna happen. That's gonna make this infinitely hard, especially with my kind of drawing style, which is like, you know, very sketchy. Okay, Zone Trigger. See you. There's me riding a banana. In the sky. I'm flying down. And then, I guess we're gonna draw... We're gonna make this in panels, I guess. And then over here, there's gonna be a monkey. Oh, okay. That's cool. That, cool? I don't know how to handle stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So, cool that they came in to talk. But I'm gonna guess that they probably left and they'll probably won't come back. What do you mean it looks like something else? It looks like I'm riding a giant banana. What do you want? What do you want? Oh, right, it has to be angry. So I'm just gonna add these giant angry eyebrows.
Paper!
Snow! A ghost! Like this, right? And then... My giant banana! There you go. Is this what you wanted? Who did this? Who redeemed this? Garmins? Was it Garmins or Germans? I don't remember. Who redeemed this? Let me find out. It was Garmins. I see. Okay. There you go. I'll give you a sec to screenshot it. If you want to screenshot it. 3, 2, 1. There you go. Ba-ba-ba-bum. There you go. I hope you enjoyed the me riding on a banana like yeehaw. I'm not talented at drawing. I'm actually not. Chair. Ah. There we go. But hi. Hello. Not working on my app anymore because there's problems. There's problems. Am I using a drawing tablet? I am using a drawing tablet. I got a drawing tablet because we're gonna be moving to Canada from Korea, and having a portable display would be nice, especially since we're gonna have to be in hotel quarantine for like 2 weeks, and we can't really, you know, take our monitors with us. And portable USB or like mini monitors are the same price as buying a pen display from Huion or XP Pen. So I was just like, I might as well just get a pen display if it's the same price as a portable monitor. And that's what I did. But yes, moving to Canada from Korea. Am I worried about these gloves failing? Yes. Mainly, I know that the gloves are quite durable. You can't get them wet. But what I do know the problem is the receivers. I have to treat the receivers like liquid gold because they're super fragile. Can't drop because they literally fell from like this high to the ground, and that's what caused the problem. Because like I only dropped them once, and considering they replaced the receiver, that has to be the issue, right? Nokia material. Here's the thing. These gloves, as much as I was recommending it to that one what was his name again? Mao Tendo. As much as I was recommending it to them, here's the thing. The reason is because one, you could probably contact them for something custom. Two, he or she can probably get the parts and then just be able to replace it and repair it themselves, which is more feasible, considering they're like a conglomerate corporation, something like that. However, for like the average consumer who's, you know, who's less than 1,000 views on Twitch, these are not for you because they're a pain in the butt. I don't know how to say it otherwise. They're a pain in the butt. These are meant for developers. specifically more aimed towards, not really aimed towards VTubers, even though they reached out to some VTubers and, you know, gave them the glove anyway. Korean VTubers, you know, like Korean VTubers who average 500 views. Great moon aroma. But, like, it makes sense. These gloves are quite expensive. In Korea, these are like really expensive. If you think about like the average income and cost of living in Korea, like these are ridiculous to buy here. And the thing is though, is that like, they're still not meant for devs. These are mainly used in like industrial, medical, and like training purposes. Okay, well, happy birthday. I mean, like, if you don't watch me live because you uninstalled Twitch, I'm assuming on your phone or your tablet, then, like, how are you watching me now? Right? And what stopped you from doing that before? Yes, training, like, what I mean is like, for example, if you want someone to be able to like learn how to put together an engine, then instead of, you know, having them experiment with
Paper, snow, a ghost.
an actual like prototype engine, you can just have like a CAD mock-up in a 3D environment for them to interact with. Like they do have versions of these with haptic feedback. Mine do not have that because, I mean, when would I need haptic feedback? It's not like I can use these in VR chat or any VR games unless I make my own VR game. And then yes, I could use these, but I mean, like, I don't see the advantage of having my own VR game. Right? Right? I guess the main plus side to these though is that there is no monthly fee, which is cool. They're free to use. So I guess that's a big plus. And apparently, what's it called? The Rococo gloves, you can't wash them either. So I mean, like, hey, they're the same in that way. No, you can't dry clean them. You can't use chemicals on them. Essentially, what's recommended is to use like a dry, like powder cleaning thing, like baking soda. That's what they recommended, kind of. What I've actually taken to do instead, which is against a recommendation, which will void the warranty, which has voided the warranty, is I very carefully swab them down with isopropyl alcohol. That's what I've been doing. Oh, and please use English. I know that you're not saying anything bad, but please use English. Nihongo, no jozu. No jozu. I know that's not what you're supposed to say that. I don't speak Japanese. I'm sorry. You could brute force these into VR chat. It is possible. Essentially, how you would do it is you would have to make your own custom application, either in Unreal Engine or Unity, because that's what the native SDK supports for these gloves. And you would make an application that would emulate through the Vive input system. And like, that's how you would do it. So like the easiest way without having to like fiddle with too many things is basically just, oh, actually, it might be easier because I'm Lucid made their own gloves, right? Out of like a bunch of pulley systems. So you could probably use his GitHub to get these to work with that. Probably. which means I would have to redo my own driver for it. I've thought, okay, actually I have a question for you guys. Yeah. I know like the first one was konnichiwa, but I can't read hiragana that well. Hiragana, What application? Unity. And if you go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/fulfillment, I have my own video called DIY VTuber VTuber app, which tells you how to do this. It's using VMC protocol to do it. Okay, so here's the question. If I started streaming, how do I say? What time is it right now? For some people, okay, right now it's almost 10 p.m., right? If I started streaming 12 hours from now, like, I've never done it before. I lied. I've done that once for the Cyberpunk stream. So it would be like nighttime for most of you in North America. I've toyed around with the idea of streaming. Okay, so right now, imagine like the time that I'm streaming right now, but in 12 hours and changed. I've thought about it. But yeah, here's the thing though, is when Sly and I move back to Canada, and I revoke my Korean citizenship, blah 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 blah, I want to keep the same streaming schedule, but I might change a couple days. So like, for example, I don't know, I would like to have some days where I could stream at like nighttime for North American people, but it would be like morning time for Australia and Asia, if that makes sense. Because like, here's the thing, it's like it's a brand new time for me. The only okay, so here's the thing, I used to stream Tuesday 7 p.m, Thursday 7 p.m. my time. Saturday I used to stream two times. I used to stream at 10 a.m. my time, and then 7 p.m. my time. I used to stream twice on Saturday, but not stream on Sunday. That's what I used to do. But the problem is that I wasn't partnered at the time, so I wasn't getting encoding like half the time on Saturday. It would really kill my like average viewership. Because like if I was streaming at 1080p, as you know, like some of you right now are probably not watching me in 1080p, you're watching me in 480, maybe 720p. And like a lot of viewership on Twitch is from mobile, and a lot of people don't have cell phones that are capable of running a 1080p stream. Why Canada versus staying in Korea? Because Canada is POG. I was born in Canada, even though I'm a Korean citizen. I'm also a Canadian citizen, so I'm a dual citizen. I'm one of those rare people, I guess. And let's just put it this way. Yes, we're going to take a hit in terms of our cost of living. Our cost of living is going to skyrocket compared from Korea to Canada. However, we'll have more individual freedoms and more rights, and be in a country where both of us can freely speak our own language in any scenario versus having to rely on our kind of broken Korean. Why revoke our citizenship? Well, I would revoke my citizenship because Korean law extends, not by the land, but by the person. So, for example, if I were to review a Korean product online as a YouTube video and it was a negative review, that company could sue me. Yep. Because Korea. Because in Korea, it's defamation, even if it's true. Anywhere in the world, correct. Oh, I have a tracker dying. Yes. So let me give you another scenario. Like, I'm gonna give you the more ridiculous scenarios, right? So, so here's the thing. It can work to my advantage as well, right? So let's say someone starts saying bad things to me, right? There's like, I'm on the bus. Imagine I'm on the bus and then some old person comes up to me and basically be like, you're not a real Korean. You're just like a filthy foreigner who's posing as a Korean. Like, I don't care if you have citizenship. You'll never be a citizen in my eye. Like, you're filthy. You're dirty. Get out of here. Like, right? Imagine they said something like that. Like, Korea's for only Korean-born people. That's like, that's a thing that some people would say in any country, in any scenario. But imagine that were to happen. Well, then what I could do, because I'm in Korea and I'm a Korean citizen and they're a Korean citizen, well, even though what they could say is true, like, imagine I'm like the filthiest, dirtiest, most scoundrel of a person. I'm well known online in some circles to be a scoundrel. However, people IRL don't know that I'm a scoundrel. And then people on the bus are like, oh, there's a scoundrel here. Well, even though technically it is true that I'm a scoundrel, it has defamed me. It has a real world effect on me. So what I can do then is I could sue that person for defamation. Even though what they're saying is true, in Korea it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that if you damage the reputation of someone or a company, and that's what they consider defamation. It's messed up, right? Yeah, well, here's the thing, like, if you're here on a visa, they can do the same thing. But like, if you are from a different country, right? And you're talking about a Korean product and how messed up it is, like, they can't do anything to you, right? Because their laws don't apply to you. However, like, if I go to Canada and let's say in Canada, certain recreational substances are 100% legal. You can buy them from government facilities, right? If I were to do that while I had citizenship, they could extradite me and charge me and put me in federal prison in Korea. As a little thing to know. Okay, Navy. Thanks for the 17 bits. Have a good night. Thank you so much. Thanks for the support. So yes, essentially, the only advantage to keeping Korean citizenship is to come back to live in Korea. I don't plan on doing that. Right? Like, here's the thing though, like, how I normally, like, my normal being, my normal existence, I will never run into those problems. Because 1, I don't go outside. 2, I don't really socialize with a lot of people. 3, most of my 2-A or whatever, most of my socialization happens right now, right here. You guys in chat, I talk to you more than people IRL. And then like I'm not really into recreational substances like at all. Like I don't find them interesting. I don't enjoy it. I don't see the point. And so like I know that those things won't affect me. Streaming. Oh, your connection to Twitch is probably the issue. It happens sometimes. It happened to me yesterday. Your connection to Twitch went bad. So how you do that is you Control-Alt-Delete end the task of OBS. And that way OBS will like force close. But it'll disconnect you. And then you just reopen OBS, give it a moment, and then start streaming again. Sorry, Sly was having some streaming problems. Can they deny my rejection of citizenship? No, they can't. How could they deny it? I mean, what are they gonna do? Right? Basically, here's the thing. The issue that I'll have is that the people that I'd be talking to would be very confused as to why I would want to reject it, because in their eyes, why would you? Right? Because like think about it, Korea is a very prosperous country. It's a very good country to live in for the most part. The cost of living is really low. There's tons of people who want to come to Korea to become like that. You can't get citizenship unless you have Korean blood in you. So like a lot of people come here to like be on a permanent visa, like that kind of a thing. The Korean passport is like in the top 5 in the world in terms of the most powerful passports. So like they wouldn't see why. And I am in no way entitled to, they're no way entitled to have my reason IRL why I would do it. I would just say I don't need it. Like imagine like if someone's a dual citizen from like the USA to Canada, right? Like I'm not just using this as an example, right? Imagine if I were to like, I'm rejecting my US citizenship because of this reason. Because like it's more of a principle thing, right? Why I'm getting rid of my Korean citizenship. Like if I did that for like yeah, you guys, some of you as Americans, like that seems like why would you do that? Korean people would have the same thing. Why would you do that? And for me, it's a principle thing. OBS restart didn't fix it. Hold on. I'll be right back. What's going on, Sly?
Paper, snow, a ghost.
Gary!
I didn't do anything. So it just worked on its own. I don't know. I don't know what the most powerful passport is. It doesn't matter to me, because like it shouldn't matter to you either right now, because most of us can't travel anyway, right? Hi, Rami. Hi, William. What do you mean, is the pie real? Huh? Huh? Oh yeah, Rami, I haven't seen you in like a hot minute. Like, now that I think about it. And same with you, Akon. But yeah, I do plan to move back to Canada after being in Korea for a long time. A very long time. Yeah, exactly, with Wishki. That's exactly what happened. I was worried that my my trackers would unpair and like desync, but it seems to be okay. I don't know why sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. No idea. I just want to check on Sly to make sure she's okay. Yeah, Sly's okay. She's fine. Yeah, that's like a cheaty way around it. Is if you're having some weird OBS issues. So basically we know it's not our internet that's having the problem, because if it was our internet, then both of us would be going down, right? But my stream was fine, it wasn't dropping. So it was just Sly. Meaning the issue is the OBS. So if that happens to you, Control Alt Delete end the task of OBS. So that way, if you have disconnect protection on, you won't lose your stream. And then you just restart OBS and then everything should be fine. Akon, I mean, you don't have to, don't stress about it. You have a life, you have a job. Like, you have things to do. I mean, like, I don't hold it against you. I was just thinking in my head, like, oh, I haven't seen Rami. Oh, wait, I haven't seen Akon in a while. Like, I'm talking about in VR chat, not in the stream. Also, we're listening to Christmas music. I was in VR chat yesterday. I was in VR chat. I was streaming VR chat yesterday. Hair in mouth. Yeah, they stayed connected, oddly enough. Yeah, all 100 pixels of it. It's true, that's true. I was streaming it in desktop mode. I actually, I mean, like, does it matter who I know in VR chat? I don't think it does. Like, it really doesn't. What I can tell you is that whenever I do stream VR chat or decide to stream VR chat again in the future, I'll always be alone. I won't be streaming with other people, like, in terms of, like, other streamers, if that makes sense. I won't be, like, usually, like, my deal in VR chat is I just do this. Exactly this. So, like, the content doesn't really change that much. The only difference is that I'll have different worlds and different mechanics to be able to explore. That's it. Because, like, yesterday was an exception because it was, like, for 15 minutes. And it was just the novelty of being in VR chat again. But in essence, like, people are not content. They're not my content. and I don't want to have that relationship or that dynamic where people view me as viewing people as content, because they're not. Either A, they're my friends, or they're just some randoms. And like, in no way should I just like, you know, point the camera at them and go, haha, dance in front of me, monkey. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're, and fundamentally, like, if you don't agree with that, right? If you go like, well, they're choosing to be there, blah, blah, blah. Fundamentally, my counter to people who say something like that is, if you rely on other people for your content, you are not creating a stable future for your own streaming career. Done. I win. Haha. Oh, hi, Neff. Like, if I'm streaming, I don't know. I do know people. Like, hey, I know Neff. Neff is a big VR chat streamer, right? Neff in chat. But like, I'm not gonna like log on VR chat and be like, hey Neff, I'm streaming, so you should be in the same world as me, so your viewers know who I am. Ha 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 ha. Right? That's cool, right? Cool. No. Here's the thing, right? I think if I were to stream, if I were to start streaming VR chat again, I don't know. I probably wouldn't do that well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't think so. Like, I think a lot of people click on me because, one, my YouTube, which is not really focused on VR chat content anymore, and two, it's for VTubing stuff, which like doesn't really apply to VR chat as much, because like this can kind of be done in VR chat, but not really, if that makes sense. I haven't drank in a while, actually. Like a long time. It's been since I like drank. And oh yeah, Zombie's back on Twitch, isn't she? Right? Zombie's back? I remembered, like, the thing is, like, most of the time when I was on VR chat, I'd be streaming. And like, that's one of the things I didn't like, is because if I wanted to visit someone, I would also be streaming. So like, I wouldn't want to visit them because I was streaming. And then like, the problem is too, is that sometimes I would visit someone before stream, but I don't know. But Zombie's back, right? Yeah. The thing that's really throwing me off of VR chat though, is just not having proper controllers anymore. I don't want to make a custom model because I don't see the point in having a custom model in VR chat anymore. Right? If someone could just be like, oh, I see that you uploaded a model, yoink, it's mine now. It's like 100% discouraging for me to do that. The trash bag avatar, I do use that, but it's not full body. Like, if I were to come back to VR chat, like for streaming, I would be using it to test out the concept that I have in my head for the avatar encryption. So basically it's like a way to encrypt your avatar so that no one can steal it, and or that if someone does steal it, they have essentially garbage. They can't do anything with it. Even if they get the FBX and put it in Blender, they get garbage. Okay, have a good time playing For Honor. Bye. Thanks for hanging out. Oh. 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 Hold on. I lost the tracker. Come on. You could do it. Tracker, please. Oh, there we go. But yeah, if anyone is like super familiar with Avatar 3.0, like very intimately familiar with Avatar 3.0 and all the cool toggles that you can do with it, and specifically how to directly access blend shapes and shape keys, let me know. And we might have a collab in the future, which would be the encrypted avatar. Because like I know that right now what a lot of streamers for VR chat they're doing is they're uploading their models locally, so that they're technically on VR chat, but their model is a local only, meaning that it's not actually being uploaded to the VR chat server. So when other people see them, they just see no avatar, but they can see other people, and like that's not cool. I would rather people be able to see me in my model. Do you know what I mean? But I also want the security of knowing that most people that were able to yoink my avatar, they get garbage. Oh, okay, Neff. We need to talk. It's a very simple concept. It's a pain in the butt. Okay, wait. So hold on. I have you here now. So one of my moderators, Jarno, was saying that if you have an avatar which you can modify blend shapes to, right? So let's say if you have a blend shape / shape key on your model that you toggle and you change with a slider, so you can change it from 0 to 100 in your menu while in VR chat. If you make, let's say, your head like 70, like from 0 to 75, so you change it up to 75, if someone else joins your world or you change worlds, it'll keep that setting, right? Because that's what Jarno told me, and I believe Jarno. I just want to... Okay, great. So here's my concept, Neff. Alex, since, you know, I know some people have heard me explain this before. What you do is you make the default state of your model like cursed. Like, you know that Pikachu model that when you speak the Visemes like make the body turn into like a pincushion? Like crazy vertices flying all over the place? You make that the default state of your model. You add a bunch of dummy blend shapes that just change things, that distorts things even more. And then what you do is you have a series of blend shapes that you have to activate like at certain values. So like, let's say you have to activate like 10 blend shapes to like 75, 35, 22, like that. And that's the only way your model can be in its normal state. And here's the thing is when someone downloads that model, my understanding is that it will revert back to the normal state. It's not tough to do, it's really easy. Hi, No Face Monkey. Yeah, it's a combination lock. But here's the thing though, you might be thinking, oh, well, they can just use like tools to change it. It won't be the same. Because like, for example, if you take a model, right, and you flatten it down with a shape key, and then you delete that shape key, and then you try to just use like the scale tool to scale it back to not be flat, it will change the topology of the model, and it won't be the same. It basically ruins the model if you don't know exactly which shape keys to change back. Right? So like I would like to make the cursed model, like the model that's like that has the encryption per se. And then like if someone can do like the Avatar 3.0 stuff and like we can set it up, and like we would just do it with a test model, right? And I don't know, we would put a bounty on it or something for someone to break it. And then like make it into a YouTube channel, YouTube video, of course, because gotta get the content. And I think that would be a good test to see if people can do anything with it. Yes, exactly, Funky Junk. Because, like, here's the thing. It's not 100% perfect. Someone will be able to break it. But here's the thing, is that it's so burdensome to... Here's the thing, most people who rip models, they don't know how to use Blender. Right? They don't know how to do anything in Blender. Let's be honest. So they're gonna get this model and be like, WTF. And then they're gonna go like, okay, well, it's probably something with the expression. I heard Fofa talk about that. They'll look at the expressions. There's like 500 shape keys on the model. And they're like, what the heck is this? What do I do? Right? They would be like, what is this? And like either they would have like, I don't know, like it'd be almost impossible to... It would take like the more shape keys that you add as like that change different values, like the more difficult it would be for them to change it, like the more possibilities you add in. What I know about, I know how to basically turn a 2.0 model into a 3.0 model in the very basic way. I just know how to make an Avatar 3.0 compatible. That's it. That's all I know. So like, I know how to get the hand expressions working. That's it. That's what I know. Hand expressions. So like when you're using your VR controller, you can do like this, and rock and roll. I know how to make that so it changes your expressions. That's it. Because that's all I really ever used. Like, I'm just surprised. I've been talking about this for like the last year. I'm surprised no one's ever like thought of it or done it, or both. Because I thought if I just talked about it enough that someone would just do it and I wouldn't have to do it. But it's looking like I don't want to learn Avatar 3.0 just to do that, so hence why. Oh, I'm so like basically I do Apple ARKit blend shape creation. Like making shape keys is like child's play to me now. Gary?
Gary?
I don't think it'd be that hard to do. Well, like, I think a good test model would be to... Here's the thing, you can't just use a default model because someone could just be like, oh, I have the default model, right? So... it would have to be a model that is, like, is fine to take for free. So like I would probably have to sculpt something like super jank and then have that be the default state, but also have ways. Oh, it has to be basically something as complex as I don't know. The issue is like I have to come up with is like what model to use, because you know, if you put like a bounty on there, someone's gonna cheat and be like, oh, they'll just download the base model and be like, oh, hey, look, I did it. Hi, Sphinx. It sounds like I'm gonna be working with Neff or Jarno or maybe both. They'd be cool. Just because, well, Jarno's one of my mods, and Neff is someone like a friend of mine from VR chat, so I know them. Did I design the set? Kind of. It's a kit bash from a pre-bought asset. Please don't do any more terrible drawings. I've already done one. Hi, Habiko. Hi. It would have to be like a model that's complex enough that can't be easily recreated, right? So I think what would have to happen, no, it could be any model, and like how we get the bounty, how we give out the bounty is someone will just have to tell us the password. Done. There we go. Don't have to worry about them showing the model, they have to have the password. Actually, no, that would change things. How about they would have to have the password and show the model, like the end result. That way we can know if they cracked it or not. No, here's the thing, like if someone's able to, yeah. Because like, I think if someone were able to break it with sculpting, is it possible to bypass the shape key thing and just go straight to sculpting? I don't think so. I'd have to talk to someone who's like a Blender guru. That knows specifically a lot about shape keys. I don't know anyone that like well enough. That makes sense. I'm doing well. How are you? Past drawings? Sometimes I post the drawings in Discord, but usually whoever redeems it, they're just in the moment. So I turn off my stuff so that you can't see me. I'll be like, okay, you have 5 seconds to screenshot it, and then we're gonna switch back. And that's what happens. That's true, Kurs. That's true. Well, I mean, like, here's the thing, is that the base state of the model would only be revealed once you have, like, a certain number of shape keys in a certain way. So, for example, imagine there's, like, 3 shape keys, and one of the shape keys has to be at, like, 0.79, then the other one has to be at 0.31, and the other one has to be at 0.15. Right? And that's the only way that'll be in the base state. Now imagine, instead of just being 3, it's like 10 shape keys or 15 shape keys for the model to be in the base state. Now imagine in addition to that, there are like 50 or 100 other shape keys that also change the model in another way. That's the power behind my idea. It's like, yes, you could push a bunch of shape keys around, but it's not really intuitive to like to try to do that, right? Yes, using shape keys to encrypt the model. Like, I want to know if there's a way to break, like, to bypass the whole shape key encryption to, like, to just, you know, be like, oh, well, I just want, you know, I just delete it and then it's back to normal. It is a lot of work to set up, but here's the thing. Once you have it, that means you have a model that is extremely difficult for someone to rip and redistribute. Toggles? Here's the thing. I don't care about toggles that much because when I'm in VR chat, generally I'm not really there to be like, ooh, hee hee, I'm funny. Look at my meme avatars. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, so it would probably be 10 different parameters, but then it would probably have like I don't know, let's say 128 total shape keys. I don't like you could probably program something like that, but like then that would mean you would have to write a custom script in Blender to mess with a model's like mesh and topology to create shape keys. That doesn't seem, I don't think there's anything that's just like that right now. So here's the thing, Jarno, is that if they rip the model, the ability for them to be able to find which shape keys will bring the model back to normal will depend on how well you make the other dummy shape keys. Like, these other dummy shape keys aren't just shape keys that do nothing. They're gonna be shape keys that will modify the model in a very similar way, but here's the thing, when you put two shape keys together, like it'll amplify things. So for example, if you have a shape key that opens your mouth and another shape key that opens your mouth, then if you put both of those shape keys on, it'll open your mouth double. If you have a shape key that like stretches your head right and stretches your head left, if you put both shape keys on, it's gonna make your head back to normal. Do you know what I mean? So like, it depends on how well the other shape keys are masking in terms of like the things that they do. So like, in essence, like I could make a shape key that like, so imagine like if one shape key has to be up to like 0.15 and that's part of the password, and then another shape key at like 0.7 might be the same, but like if you bring it to 0.15, it'll like distort it, or like it'll be at 0.15 and it'll look the same as the other shape key, but when you combine it with the other shape keys that are part of like the encryption, then it'll like be completely a different result. It's very possible to do things like that. You could, but I don't want that because that would defeat the purpose. Basically, since the difficult thing would be that when you log into VR chat the first time, you'll have to change those sliders on. Now, the only thing that I'm worried about the hardest thing about this would not be the oh yeah, I'm not worried about that. I know how to do those kind of things. Now the only thing that actually I just thought of a thing. Here's the thing, is that you know how before I was talking about how people with modded clients can toggle someone else's 3.0 things, right? So for example, if you have a toggle that makes your head big, and or if you have a slider, from my understanding, someone can do that. So it wouldn't be too far to say like, for people who know VR chat, is it possible to pull the data, the settings for their current toggles in VR chat? Is it possible to pull that? I would have to talk to, I don't know. Cause like I would have to either talk to someone who knows like VR chat in and out, or I need to talk to someone who actually uses a modded client, which for the most part, most of them are scum of the earth, and I don't talk to them. Probably yes. It'll not be in the same place as when they are ripping an avatar. You know what, Jarno, you're probably right. That makes sense. If it's syncing to other clients, then you're right. They would probably be able to see the default state. See, here's the thing, is that if I were to start doing this now, like without telling anyone, then it would be safe because people wouldn't think to look for my toggles that are active. However, the problem with that is that once more people start adopting that kind of a thing, right, then people are going to know to check the toggles. So, you know, they'll go into the world, they'll force themselves into someone's world, see the model, look at the toggles that are active, and then write it down and download it, right? What do you mean you're being rewarded? But here's the thing, Field. Who is going to do that? No one's going to do that. Put it this way. By just having it so that the model must be in Blender, right? In order to like decrypt it is enough of a barrier to like stop 50% of people. Like, I'm just throwing that number, I'm pulling that number out of my butt. It's enough to stop a majority of people from going any further with it. Oh, Habiko! Thank you for gifting 2 subs. Thank you. I see. Next Monday. Oh, nice. But here's the thing. There's already, like, VRChat private models are already encrypted, right? They're just not encrypted well. I think basically, like, the only way to make your model, like, 100%... There's no way to make your model 100%, like, unstealable and redistributable. Like, you just have to make it so... Like, the idea behind the encryption is to make it so much of a burden to take, right? So, let's just do a thought experiment for a moment, right? So if someone's able to see the password, right? They're able to see the password, and they take your model. How fun is it to use? Okay, so if they were to take it back into Unity, they could change the default state of the model to... You can modify the shape keys within Unity. So they would have to know how to do that. So that's one option. They would modify the shape keys. If they already know the password, they can set that as the default state. Wait, can you? I think you can. I think you can, because I know you can modify blend shapes and shape keys in Unity. But like, if you were to modify that in Unity and then export to VRChat, does it keep that setting? I think it does. Yeah, but here's the thing, like, of course they can model it themselves, right? It's not like, the thing is most people don't want to do that. Yeah, here's the thing. I think people, like, the thing is, like, we're operating on the assumption that they can have they can get the password pretty easily. So like, that's how to break it right there. That's how you break it. That's a shame. I'm a little disappointed. The best case scenario is that if they know the password, it'll just be too much of a hassle for them to use the model, because every time they use it, they'll have to remember. But I mean, like, if they know the password, then they can just do it in Unity anyway. Huh. But like, all of this is relying on them being able to see your active toggles. So, I mean, like, I need to find out if they can. But here's the thing, in VRChat, if I know that someone's using a client, I just what I do is I block them and I leave. So like, what I'll do is just like, I'll just keep a mental track of who in the room is using a client, or I suspect using a client, and I'll just block them. I won't talk to them. I'll just, like, when I'm about to leave or I decide to peace out, I'll just be like, block, 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 leave. Because I know that a lot of them will have some kind of way of knowing if someone has blocked them in the room. It wouldn't be reversing the geometry shader. Because here's the thing, right? If it's a shader, someone can just change the shader, right? If they download the whole asset, right? You can just change the shader, done, right? Unless you're talking about how like the shader distorts the model in such a way that it makes it look a certain way, if that makes sense. But here's the thing, they just get the shader. When they rip a model or an asset, they get everything. They get the parameters, they get the default parameters, they get the shader, they get the texture, they get everything. That's the problem. Is that you have to operate on the assumption that they get everything. So, I do know some VRChat devs. I only know them in VRChat though. I don't know them. I don't have like any other way of communicating with them other than from like within VRChat itself. So I would probably have to speak to them about that. Which means I would have to log on VRChat more frequently, just in hopes to catch them. Yeah, that's the only way. But at the same time too, like, they might not even know, right? I don't know. I honestly think that it's just possible to take it no matter what. That's actually what I'm thinking right now. Oh, so for those of you who are new, we're thinking about a way to make it so that we can encrypt an avatar with shape keys. And through our conversation, we just kind of discovered that if a client is able to rip toggle data, so like if you change a toggle for your model, if they're able to see which toggles are currently active, then that changes things. Okay, Habiko, see you. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. I still think it's worth trying. Probably not with a main model though. Cause like, do you know what I mean? Hence why I was thinking of the bounty. Like, hey, can you rip this model and re-upload it? Right? Like, that would probably be like the way to do it. Yeah, but that would involve a custom script. And VRChat doesn't really like custom scripts on models. Yeah, actually, oh, that's true, Jarno. That would be TOS. I wouldn't advertise it on Twitch, but I don't think it would get me banned on Twitter or Twitch as long as I only put it on Twitter, but it could get me banned from VRChat. I don't want that. Field. Here's the thing. Neos VR actually has a really great way of protecting models. So, for example, my model, if I upload this model to Neos VR and I were to start doing things, someone could rip my model. What would they get? They would get a one mesh, unweight painted, untextured model. No shape keys, no blend shapes. Just like essentially like the equivalent of just getting an OBJ without shape keys. So like, if only VRTech could have something like that, I'd be down. Hi, Kalura. But unfortunately, no, nothing. Yes, I have my gloves right now. See? The receiver was broken. So they replaced the receivers for me. It's true, that's true. But like I said, it's like it's only on VR chat, and that's the only direct contact that I have. I don't know what their name is on Twitter. I don't know what they are on Discord. They probably don't know who I am until they see me. Do you know what I mean? They don't probably recognize me by name. They probably just recognize me by my model. But the problem is, I don't use my model anymore. So, like, I just have to try. Hi, Banana. I don't know. I still think it's worth trying. Even though, like, someone might be able to, like, yoink it right away. Oh, the 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon? VR chat community is quite small. So, like, I have direct contact with someone that, so like the dev that I have contact with on VR chat is like a dev in terms of they have a red name tag that they can toggle, like that's it. I don't know, they're not like they're not someone who's been like listed as like the top whatever that are known. I do know someone that knows like what some of the top people, and I don't want to abuse that. I don't want to abuse that relationship though. Do you know what I mean? It's like the same reason like why right now I know someone who's super talented at avatar creation. As much as I would love to have a model done by them, I'm not gonna ask them. I probably it's at the point right now is that if they were offered to like give me a slot in their commission queue, I'd probably still say no, because I don't want to like distort that relationship that way. Do you know what I mean? Because I know that I'm not socially equipped, socially aware, and social enough, I guess is the best way to put it, to be able to maintain the old norm. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a very social person. I don't talk to people a lot. And like, the problem is that fundamentally something like that would change the dynamic of the relationship completely. And it'd be very, very difficult for me to set it back to normal. Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true. The Callus Row group. Oh, I actually have quite a few people I know that are in Callus Row. That actually might be a good way in. Cause like I've been invited to Callus Row, like unofficially invited, but like probably not as a main. Like I'd probably be like some like random NPC that's like walking into desk. Hello there, traveler. The weather is great today in Skyrim. Right? Like that would probably be my role in Callus Row. Right? Because like I said, I've been invited, but my understanding is like that would be my role. I'd be like standing in a shop. Hello there. What can I do for you today, traveler? Would you like to browse my wares? I have many great things, such as hot dog. Do I get to... Do you get to the Cloud District often? Oh, who am I talking to? Of course you don't. Most punchable Skyrim character. What you buying, stranger? Yeah, Curse, 100%, that'd be me. I'd be one of those. Because here's the thing. I'm in VR chat, I'm kind of an unknown. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think what it is that some streamers know who I am. Because I used to stream a lot of VR chat. That's it. That's the only reason. But like, I think I've never really like broke into like the bigger spheres. So like bigger, like really big VR chat streamers, they have no idea who the heck I am, and that's fine. And VR chat viewers also have no idea who the heck I am. So like, I understand that like, I would be like, I guess the equivalent of a guard standing in one place. I would have no draw. That makes sense. Like I'm not a valuable asset in VR chat, if that makes sense. Yeah, but here's the thing, depending on the time of day that you stream, if you are over 75 viewers, you're gonna be in the top list on VR chat. The only time you wouldn't be is usually when RP is happening. So like Callus Row, or what's the other one? Ascension Academy is on. Or when what's that group called again? The Murder Crumpet? Is that a person? Murder Crumpet? Right? That's a person, right? I'm pretty sure Murder Crumpet's like part of that gang of people. Golden Gator, that's what it is. Golden Gator. Right? Like when they're streaming, they're all huge, right? So like, basically, here's the thing. If you stream to 50 plus people on VR chat, and as long as you don't stream on the same, like, here's the thing. If you don't stream at the same time as those people, like the Golden Gator crew, Callus Row, or Ascension Academy, you're pretty much good. And why am I saying don't stream at the same time as them? Because they're all big. They're going to take up the top 3 rows, essentially. Whereas like if they're not on, you're gonna have a higher chance of being closer to the top, meaning you're more noticeable. I use the 2070 Super. That's what I use. Like purple, I haven't really been keeping up with VR chat. Essentially, when I log into VR chat, I either hang out in a public world, or I visit people that I know. That's it. I haven't really met new people in VR chat in a long time. I think like last time I was on VR chat was when I broke one of my index controllers, and my experience was I joined someone that I didn't know they were streaming. A bunch of people are in the room streaming, but I'm like, I don't care, because people don't really know who I am, so that's fine. And how do I know this? Because as soon as I was like visible in someone's camera, just like anyone, like if you were in the same world as like, I don't know, someone like that has like 100 viewers, then they're gonna like look at your nameplate and go, oh, I'm gonna add that person to try and get in the world. But what I can say is I really like VRChat's new invite system. Oh yeah, I got a couple requests while I was streaming yesterday, but the screen was too small and I couldn't see. I need to log in sometime to double check to see what those are about. Because I wasn't able to read it or see it. I don't know, like, yeah, I just hang out. I don't like being in too crowded places though. Like, if there's too much going on, I'll probably leave. Right? I don't want too much stuff happening. I could check those requests in my browser. You're right. Let's do that right now. Ba-ba-bum. I just don't like being around that many people. That's the thing. All right, I'm in. It says I have no requests. It says I have no requests. So maybe they were... can I join you requests? Probably. Considering, it's empty right now. So that has to be it. Yeah, they're probably join requests. Who's online, by the way? Oh, I see that Jarno is on. Hi, Jarno. Oh, for a second there, I thought someone I knew was in the world called Cave. Cave. I was just like, what? Why would they be in a world called Cage? But instead, it's called Concave, not Cage. Ah. Man, it's been so long since I've actually been on. Wait, is... Everyone's on right now. What the heck? Everyone's on. Okay. That's cool. The only thing I miss about streaming VR chat is just being able to explore new worlds. Like, seeing it with my own eyes. And, you know, obviously, I can't do that right now. I can't even see this world with my own eyes. I literally, right now, I'm looking at a blank spot on my wall. Oh, no, there's not a vulgarity filter. I just have a button that does that, see? Wait a second. Oh. Okay. Someone I know in VR chat, I was just like, oh, they're online. Oh, wait, aren't they streaming? Oh, they're streaming just chat. Oh, they're using VR chat as just chatting, which is fine. I used to do that. Okay. It is time. It is time. It is 11 p.m. 11 p.m. It's Saturday. Sly is probably going to be getting off soon because Sly has to wake up at 5 in the morning. I have some work to do in terms of commission work, which is fun, fun, fun. So we are going to find a cool person. Who can we find? Usually it's going to be someone from my list because they're people that I can introduce, which is what I would prefer. Let's see, who's here? Wait, were you in the world? Are you that it is what? I'm in Korea. I live in Korea. It's Sunday night right now. It's Sunday, 11 p.m. That's what time it is. Okay. Oh, awesome. Okay, let me find out before I introduce this person. Let me find out if I can actually raid them or not. So, because sometimes they have raids off. Oh, great, they have raids on. Awesome. So, thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope you have an amazing Sunday. It was great hanging out and having a conversation. So, unfortunately, it is the time we have to end stream because it is Sunday, 11:08 p.m. And even though I can stay up, Sly cannot, and I don't want to stream into Sly's sleepy times. So, I will be streaming again in 2 days, so Tuesday, 7 p.m. But in the meantime, we are going to be raiding Ms. So we do have a raid message. If you can copy paste this, please. You do not need to be subscribed to use this raid message. This raid message, if you are not subscribed and you copy paste it, it'll show Fofa Bop in the middle because we are going to be bopping the living heck out of Ms. So for those of you who don't know who Ms is a fellow VTuber. They are a live 2D VTuber. They also play VR chat sometimes, and they have a pretty cool model in VR chat. Right now, they are playing Minecraft, and they are doing their media share Sundays, and it's always a great time in Mrs. Stream. So everyone, thanks, bye!
What the fuck is this video? Bofa! Bofa, thank you so much for the raids!
So many free guns.
Thank you so much for the raid, Bofa!